Hi there. Happy Monday. Welcome to our group today. I'm grateful that you can show up and share. One moment. There you go. So I am setting my sound up so that I can do a good job sharing music with you today. But in the meantime, I'd like to invite you to, as always, take a moment and check in and see what is it that you'd like to set the intention for today using the meditation class. What is it that you'd like to achieve or get out of from being here today with me and with yourself and in creating space to be present? What is it that you'd like to explore more or shed light on more today? So in the meantime, allowing for that to happen, I invite you to just breathe, check into your heart, close your eyes, and breathe. Feel your body and your breath. And slow down your breath a little bit more. And take a moment. Maybe thinking about in the last 24 hours, what are some things that's wonderful that happened? What are something that you are proud of that you've achieved? This is a month of Thanksgiving, so you're probably hearing lots of things about gratitude, but take a moment, celebrate, remember, connect with what are the positive, wonderful things that are happening in your life, especially in the last 24 hours. So what we're going to do today is, as usual, we're going to do a body scan to allow for you to connect with your physiology, connect with your body, and allowing for that concentration of different parts of your body in order for you to allow for the brain to relax, right? When you're focused on something, you're inherently going to be relaxed. And then after that, I'm going to teach you a Kundalini Yoga meditation. It's very simple. It's actually just holding your hand out in front of your heart like that, like a receiving. And it's just closing your eyes and breathing. And in this meditation, we're going to do it for 7 minutes. It's a little bit longer. And what that is, and that's going to be kind of similar, but what I normally do is I have us do the body scan and then get us to do the heart focus breathing and get us into that stillness, and I will just put us into a present place where you just stay present and sustain that presence. Almost what I've talked about is the coherent state, right? Your heart goes to this coherent form of a heart rate, and when it's in that state, it actually connects hormonally, electromagnetically, it connects with it in electrically to all the different parts, especially your brain. And as a result, the brain then spews out positive effects and function. We improve our ways of thinking, our resilience, our perception of pain is more, it's less. We can remember things better. We feel happier. We're more positive. We have more hope, and we actually can combat negativity or bad news or stress, which is more resilient. And so when our heart is coherent through that stillness or that holding that steadiness, it affects our brain, and as a result, it also affects other part of our organs and cells and tissues and make the whole body actually coherent. So we have physical benefits. And today, when we're doing that, we're simply adding a mudra. we're simply adding a body posture that we are holding, which is just holding your hands out in front of your heart as if you're receiving. The meditation is called Gur Prasad, which means that we're actually receiving the blessings from the teacher within ourselves, the one that enlightens us, the teacher within that actually brings us out from a place of darkness to light, of shining a light or awareness. And so we simply hold our hands up and receive. And in the meditation for the last 7 minutes of today's class, you would be holding it and imagining receiving and just letting a stream of all the possible gifts and wisdom and presence and blessings that are positive that would just stream into your palm as you receive it. All right? So I'll walk us through as we're going through it, but while I just wanted to give you a little preview. Okay. Let's go to the music. In the meantime, take a moment and just stretch your body a little bit. A couple things I learned from a physical therapist is just gentle little movements. Maybe putting your fingers on your chin. Just doing some light pulling. So you'll see how it's just a light pulling down your chin as you feel that gentle stretch in your back of your neck. Just a very tiny movement. And just gentle breath. Or maybe just a little bit left, right, very gentle. Use your hand to actually push the chin a little bit left and right. So you're not actually doing it yourself, you're actually gently pushing it. So you have a little resistance. You feel the stretch. Or lastly, just some tiny little figures of eights with your eyes closed. And keep breathing. And slowly come to the center and rest your neck, rest your head, and we'll begin. Pay attention to your shoulder as you relax and soften into your seat. Close your eyes. And cross your feet if they're crossed, and cross your hand and rest them on your knees. Now bring your awareness to the top of your head and scan gently all through the areas of your scalp, the front of your head, the back of your head. Notice the hair. Notice all the muscles that might be near the hair and the head. Notice any tension. Now bring your awareness to your forehead, to your brows, to your eyelids, eyelashes. Notice all the different details that might show up in your curiosity. Notice what it looks like behind the eyelids. Notice how it feels with your eyes closed. Notice if there's tension. Now bring your awareness to your nose, your nostrils, and as you breathe in and out, notice the air that enters and comes out. Notice your lips, lotus, the jaw, the teeth, the tongue, the posture of the tongue, the tension. Notice if it's dry or moist in the mouth. Notice if you're swallowing, the mechanism of the movement, the coordination of all the pieces in the mouth, how it feels. Now bring your awareness to your chin, to your jaw, the jaw bones, the jawline, under the neck, under the ears, behind the ears, both ears, and maybe even inside the ears. Take your moment and just pay attention to those areas. The skin, feel the air against the skin. Feel the sound as it enters. See if you notice the difference in location. Now bring your awareness to your neck, to your front of your neck. And bring the awareness to the back of your neck. And bring the awareness as you scan down to your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your wrists, your fingers. Your fingertips. Without opening your eyes, imagine feeling every single one of those nails and the space between the fingers. And the tip of your fingers. Feel what they're feeling and what they're touching. Feel all the muscles and bones and tendons that connects the hand together. Keep breathing. Keep connecting with that chest and that breath. Now bring the awareness to your back. And slowly scan from top to bottom. Each time you breathe in and out, just feel the back rising and falling. And all the movement and sensations that comes with that breath. Maybe how it presses against your chair. Now bring your awareness to your front, to your chest bones, to your ribs, to your heart area. And breathe. Breathe through that area. See if you can even feel the beating of the heart if you're quiet. Now bring your awareness slowly down and scan down from the heart area to the belly button, the pelvis, the groin, the thigh, the knees, your calves, the bottom of your feet, your ankles. And notice what you're feeling on the bottom of the feet and the toes. And take a moment and just check in where your sacrum is, your tailbone. And breathe. Breathe all the way down your tailbone, like bringing air down to that area. And invite you now to bring your awareness from the top of your head. Quickly just scan from top to bottom to your feet. And scan around the space around you, maybe a couple feet around you, on the top, on the side, on the back, on the front. Just take a moment and imagine feeling all the sensations, temperature, information, tensions that might be in front of you, behind you, to your left and to your right. And now take a moment and extend that awareness a little bit wider, a bit taller above you in the ceiling. maybe even beyond the ceiling above you, maybe all the way to the sky above you, as if you can feel all that space. Same goes for your left side and your right side, and your front and your back. Take a moment and imagine extending that awareness all the way to the end of the wall or the room, and maybe going beyond, going to outside. And feel what it feels like. And breathe. And continue to inform this awareness with your breath. Nurture it and fuel it with these beautiful oxygen that's coming in through your nose or your mouth and out through your nose and your mouth. And try to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. And really enjoy those breaths. Sometimes we know when we're not giving attention, all our attention to somebody, and we know what it's like to give our attention to somebody fully. Right now is a time to ask you to really give yourself that full attention. As if you have the most interesting thing happening, most interesting information for yourself. Whether it's just the way you're breathing, it's informing you, or whether the way your chest is rising and falling, that's informing you. Or maybe it's a certain part, an area of your skin and your body that's showing you some information. Just take a moment and give the attention and awareness to yourself. Not with judgment, with an open heart and a curiosity, a listening. And now I invite you to bring your breath, bring your awareness to the center of your heart. If it feels helpful, put your hand over your heart. And feel that hand rising and falling. And for a moment, I invite you to maybe count 5 counts with your in-breath. Steady counts. And 5 counts out with each breath. As it gets easier, slow down that count so you expand that breath and expand the diaphragm. And you know you're physiologically countering stress by actually stretching your diaphragm and stretching your vagus nerve. But when you're actually connecting to the heart and activating the heart in these steady breaths, it's also allowing for more coherence in the heart. It's reminding the heart to pump in a way that sends out signals that are optimal and coherent to the brain, to the rest of the body. And that helps build, in an emotional way, more positivity and strength. So simply breathing through your heart allows you to be more resilient from negative things, difficult things. So enjoy that while holding your heart and breathing. And now I invite you, with a sincere attempt, to generate a feeling of gratitude, right? Think about those 3 things that went really well today that happened. Take that thought and appreciate it and really let it grow in your heart, that feeling, that positive feeling. Now I invite you to put your palms out like this, as if you're receiving a blessing. Your hands are raising up and someone's going to give you a fruit or a gift, something that you really feels good and trustful of. You put it right in front of your, rest your elbow next to your ribs, soften your shoulders so you're not lifting any weight or shrinking your shoulders or shrugging your shoulders. So relax your shoulders and have this hand right in front of your heart. Soften your chin so you're not extending your neck. Just soften it. Close your eyes. Maybe invite your eyes, even though they're closed, to focus at the center of your eyebrows very gently. So you're not staring at that spot, as if just almost like resting at that gaze right there. And I invite you to be here and be still and breathe in and out with every thought that comes in and out. Pair it with that beautiful breath. And allow for imagination of blessings just coming into the palm, through the arms, into your heart and into you. So you're practicing an act of receiving. Encourage you to even have an upturn of your smile. And each time your mind wanders off, just come back to that receiving stance. Feel the palms of your hand. And feel this gift coming from beyond just your surrounding. Think of it coming from farther beyond. And create that imagination. Take a moment and allow for the imagination of how bountiful nature is, how much flow that can come from the whole universe is connected to your palm and flow through you and provide you with what you need. And allow for all that possibility to flow through your palm. Keep imagining that flow. Keep opening your heart to the boundless abundance. That's ready to serve you and be in your life and provide to you. Now take a nice deep breath in and breathe out. Feel the center of your palm. Breathe in again. Breathe out. Soften your shoulders, soften your neck, and gently release your arms down. So it's simple practice. The posture itself often allows for an alignment of the adjustment of your body, but also brings focus of a certain areas, right? So in this case, it's actually the feeling of having your palms open, right? It's not to the side, it's actually this active connection to receiving. Just like how I asked you to set an intention of what it is that you'd like to get out of each class every day, every time. Every meditation or every time we spent meditating is an act of intention. And so even if you just do it for a minute, we did it for 7 minutes. So do it for a minute, or up to 7 minutes, or up to 11 minutes, or up to 31 minutes of just this visualization of receiving. We already know the power of visualization, and practicing this kind of meditation can actually be really powerful in manifesting and creating physical changes in our body, or or manifestations of things happening that we want to see happen. But start by just using your body, creating a space and time for it. Set the posture, set your face for it, so that we also are ready when something's there. We're ready to receive it. So that's my share for today. I will be seeing you next week, I believe, unless I cancel. But I believe I'll be around and doing next week's meditation, and I hope to see you, and I wish you all a wonderful rest of the week. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I have some really exciting program that I'm starting in January, as always, reminding you that I do transformational life coaching, and I have a group coaching project that's coming up starting in January for 90 days. And it's a beautiful community for support for each other, to create clarity, to kind of support us to find more joy and vitality, find clarity in ourselves so we can live every day happy and steady. And so I will keep you posted. Hopefully by next week I would have some actual information on our website for you all. All right, take good care, everyone. Take a nice breath and enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.